It is being called mayhem on the markets, and now all the eyes are on an escalating U.S.-China trade war. Pattie Lovett-Reid is a financial expert with Home Equity Bank. Thanks for joining us, Pattie.
Thanks for having me.
So, Pattie, the U.S. imposes a 104% tariff as of midnight. China says it's not going to back down. Where can this lead?
Well, they're not going to back down, and Donald Trump has called it an economic nuclear warfare. Janice said it so well. You put a tax of 104% on things like smartphones and computers and toys and video games, and the list goes on. You're going to have a backlash that's going to be very significant. And the thing is, we're all asking ourselves, who is going to blink first? Because neither of the world's two largest economies wants to be the one to blink. Janice also said, and it's true, the state-owned enterprises are buying back shares. If you think back, Mitsumi, to 2015, when they had the Asian stock market crash, it was a crash because of lack of confidence. That was a big part of it. They're not going to let that happen this time. They're also pulling back on their currency. They're letting it go lower, and that makes their exports more attractive right now.
We're hearing a lot about what this might happen, to prices in the United States, but how bad can it get for us here in Canada or the rest of the world?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, there will be trade definitely disruptions, no question about it. Supply chain disruptions. Costs will go higher. Inflation will go higher. Economic growth around the globe will likely slow. Business confidence starts to wane. You also think about the market volatility. We've all been watching our portfolios get decimated day after day after day. I think about, the shifts in trade alliances. They're already starting to happen. I mean, the list goes on. Emerging markets, they are struggling. They're going to struggle even more.
The White House keeps saying this is just a temporary pain. The president says he's optimistic the economy will flourish. With these tariffs in place, is there any possibility that this is going to happen?
I can't see it, Mitsumi. I don't understand it. That is not how tariffs work. Costs are going to go higher. Americans are going to suffer. Everyone else is going to suffer. No one wins in a trade war. I'm just not sure where basic economics 101 is missing as they sit around the table negotiating here.
When we last spoke, Pattie, it was over a month ago, you said, sit tight, make no changes in your investment portfolios. Is that still the case?
Well, I can tell you it is the case for me, although I do think it's very prudent to reach out to a planner, an advisor, or look at your portfolio. Is it still aligned to who you are as an investor? In fact, we did that today. We sat down with our advisor and looked at the composition. We did not change a thing. And I can tell you, Mitsumi, on an annual basis, the markets will pull back at least once 10% throughout the year. If you look beyond, and if you're in the stock market, you typically need a 5-year time horizon. When I look at the 5-year return, it's over 10%. If I look at a 1-year return, it's about 2.67%. We have been through this sort of thing before many times. It's horrible going through it. But the markets have come back time and time again if you allow patience and to work for you, not against you, and to sort of check those emotions. And so, yes, I am sticking with the mantra I said before.
Well, that's very encouraging, Pattie, and thank you so much for at least ending it on that sort of more positive note.
Okay. A little bit of a positive.
Okay, thank you very much, Pattie.
Thanks, Mr.